Kaya's minus ability on the meat. Oh, we're just so dead. On their meat hook, the mitts.
I'm gonna make myself scarce.
Copy the activated or triggered ability. Okay, that, no problem. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. Back in standard with another Magic the Gathering Arena video. This time, Abzan, the color combination of white, green, and black. Turbo Kaya. We're utilizing Kaya, Vorinclex, and Verdant Mastery, which is some very, very aggressive ramp to really accumulate the ability to play legendaries from our hand, graveyard, or exile at the beginning of our upkeep for free. We have the Lithoform engine here as well, so we'll be doubling that emblem as well if we want. If you're kind of unsure as to the cards I'm referencing, don't worry. We're going to break down the deck list in depth, talking about the strategies, the synergies, and then we'll showcase or demonstrate, I guess, all of this within the gameplay footage for you guys, so you gain a deeper understanding of how to effectively play the deck, wrapping up with our final thoughts, deck review, and the card of the day. I ask you kindly to like the video to help support my channel, and if you're interested in seeing more content like this in the future, well, I'm sure you know where the subscribe button is as well. If you're ultra snoopy, there's a Linktree link with all of the latest and greatest. But let's take a look at the deck. All right, here we go. Right up at us, Turbo Kaya in the house. And again, this is a standard best of one build. 60 cards, a 3.2 average mana value deck, 6 creatures to the 30 non-creatures. So a very mid-range or control-esque deck. We've got 24 land here, and we're going to be playing sometimes all of these lands in a hurry as well. I mentioned a couple key components to the deck in the intro. Kaya the Inexorable is, the core pillar of the build for 5 mana, 5 loyalty when she enters. +1. Put a ghost form counter on up to 1 target non-token creature. It gains whenever this creature dies or is put into exile. Return it to its owner's hand, and they create a 1/1 spirit creature token with flying. So, this is going to be really good to ensure that our creatures come back to our hand. We can replay them to gain some extra value here. -3, exile target non-land permanent, and the most important ability for Kaya, -7, you get an emblem with at the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a legendary spell from your hand, graveyard, or from among cards you own in exile without paying its mana cost, which is very, very good. So, racing to -7, getting that -7 out, and then, Kaya can bring herself back on the beginning of our next upkeep, which is really cool. Getting to the emblem immediately with Vorinclex Monstrous Raider for 6. This is a 6/6 with Trample and Haste. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent or player instead. And if an opponent would put counters on a permanent or player, they put half that many counters of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent or player instead, which is really cool. Rounded down. So the loyalty counters are put on the planeswalkers as they enter. They're going to be doubling. So Kaya will enter if Vorinclex is already in play, with 10 loyalty, allowing you to immediately -7, which is really, really cool. And she doesn't even die. Around from that, some of the legendaries that we want to play from the grave. The Deck of Many Things, Lithoform engine, which can copy the Kaya emblem when it triggers, grabbing 2 legendaries, which is really cool. It can also copy the Planeswalker ability. Maybe you want a Kaya -3 to exile 2 things. That will be great there as well. The Celestis, drawing us cards, cycling through our deck, and a little bit of life gain, and the meat hook cleaning up the field and providing some form of mitigation through that life gain as well against those aggro decks. It's pretty simple. That's kind of the cool part of the deck, and the rest is, just ramp. We just want to ramp. Dig Up is cool because, it's going to help us find the correct lands for turn 2, making sure that we consistently play, those first couple turns. We can also play it later on to find whatever combo piece we don't have, whether that be the Lithoform engine, Kaya, Vorinclex, Deck of Many Things, or maybe even just the Celestis or, Professor Onyx, whatever you need for the moment, right? Which is really, really cool. Ramping on turn 2 through the emergent sequence for 2 sorcery speed, searching for a basic land, putting it into the battlefield tapped, and then it becomes, or it gets +1/+1, where X is equal to the number of lands you played this turn, and we can actually force feed the battlefield with a few lands per turn, but it's not really our main focus. We just like to ramp with the sequence. It doesn't need to be that big. Path to the Festivals on 3 for the ramp, searching for a basic land here into the battlefield. If there are 3 or more basic land types among lands you control, scry 1, which is an option. We have plains, forests, and swamps. Easy peasy, that scry's really nice. The Celestis will also ramp us on 3. It taps for a mana, which is cool. And then, you know, finally, Verdant Mastery for either 6 or for 4. Searching your library for up to 4 basic land cards, revealing them. 1 into the battlefield tapped under your opponent's control if you paid 4. If you paid 6, they don't get a land, and you will put 2 into the battlefield tapped, and you will get the other 2 to your hand. Of course, if you only paid 4, 1 goes to your opponent's battlefield, and you just get that 1 to your hand, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and that is going to provide so much mana value for us to play Kaya, to play Vorinclex, you know, even getting the Professor Onyx in play. 5 loyalty, 6 mana, Magecraft static ability. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, 2 damage and 2 life gain, which is great. +1, lose 1 life. Look at the top 3, 1 into hand, 2 into the grave. -3, each opponent sacrifices the creature with greatest power among creatures they control, and -8, which is you know, a pretty easy win con with Vorinclex because the double loyalty tokens, right? So Vorinclex is in play before you Onyx. It's coming out as a 10 loyalty creature, -8, each opponent discards a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat this process 6 more times. That's a total of 7 times, 21 life lost there alone. Plus you'll have Vorinclex to attack for 6, right? So I'm pretty sure you'll get the job done. Of course, you know, replaying everything from the grave each turn through the Kaya emblem is pretty rewarding. You can play a meat hook on top of a meat hook, send one to the grave, and grab that back, right? I guess replaying it from the grave's no good. But, you know, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. That's the deck. Pretty basic stuff. You know, basically just get this Kaya emblem out. Use the Lithoform engine, which we've not talked about, but pay 2, copy activated or triggered, which is the Planeswalkers and the emblem. Pay 3, instant or sorcery, some of the ramp, you know, right? And then pay 4, copy permanent spell, which we don't really do. You could copy the token if you wanted, right? Copy emergent sequence tokens. But, you know, we have got all legendary, so the legendary rules in effect. You could copy the Shambling Gas if you want, but it doesn't seem super effective. Copying the land may be your best bet if you really want to go that way, but we're flooding out so hard anyways through all of the ramp. No sideboard, no learn, best of 1, pretty straightforward deck for you guys to play, and it's just a fun jank deck, and it's you know, it's performing fairly well within Mythic, which is always a great sign as well. And I think it's because Kaya Vorinclex is so strong together. If you get a successful ramp, you know, it's probably more value than they can deal with early game, right? So thanks for watching the deck tech portion of the video. We're into the gameplay next, but before we do, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's roll. Going first, very nice hand as far as I'm concerned. Dig, gas, some of our most important turn 1s. This is a pretty janked up deck, so I'm going to be surprised if we get a win, but I'm going to try my best. I mean, we have our 4. We should save it. Zombies are great. Zombies are really strong, so we're going to be lucky to make it out of this. Already in with the meat hook. Interesting. It's a good sign. It's a good sign, right? Yeah, totally, totally. At the very least, I'd like to chump block. Rider's great. So they don't really want to attack there. 4 land in play. Let's just ramp it real good. So we want, I guess, one of you. We want to make sure to give them a green. Put a land into the battlefield tapped under an opponent's control. That's you. And then we get, I guess, the black and the green in there, and the plains to our hand. No attacks, straight chilling. We're 6. We played a 7. We're gonna need a field wipe here, right? We need to find our hook, so we're gonna dig for it. Block the rider. -1 on the champion. Right, we take what we can get now. Land and play. I mean, do you think it survives? Let's just dig. Be responsible, right? Take the hook. And turn. So we'll have 8 mana. We can hook for 6. Think it's enough? I certainly hope. That's a great big hook piece. Nice, cleaning it up. We will create a treasure. Or that's their gas, never mind. Give me the treasure, I want it. I want a treasure too. Necro in play, that's a good card. Land out. Vorinclex in. Swing for 6. Down to 12. Pass turn. Worst case scenario, we have Dispute to ramp. Tainted is pretty good. Do they dump into it? Because they make that second copy. So double Death Touch, baby. Let's go. Whew. A lot of meat for my hook. Take our turn. Land out. Kaya Emblem. Beautiful.
I do what it takes to finish the job.
We're almost dead, though, is the thing. So are they. They're hitting us for 2, 4, 6, 8. Close but no cigar, right? Close but no cigar. They have the Haven, so I think, you know, we're basically just dead. Oh, they don't have all the snowlands, though. The decays will probably just kill us. Take the block here, dispute it. Hooks nullify each other. Just 2 more lands, great. Oh. And then these zombies die, they win. Good game. Actually, no, I think because our hooks last on the stack. So, not quite. This, right, because their goes on first, our goes on after. So ours is first to resolve. Vorinclex out. Holy. Oh, land and play. Engine out. And do we copy Kaya's minus ability? Right? So full control. Kaya's minus ability. On the meat. Oh, we're just so dead. On their meat hook.
Well,
The mitts.
I'm gonna make myself scarce.
Copy the activated or triggered ability. Okay, that, no problem. Necro's good, but the attackers. It's the attackers.
It's the least you deserve.
And the chip damage.
When I say
Right?
go,
That's our biggest threat.
Go.
No attacks. We're playing defensively, and I think they still just win if they can get that Haven out. No dice here. Right? Not enough snowlands. We have to block this. It's that snowland that gets us, right? Because we can copy that Kaya minus. But the Necro Duality is really throwing in a lot of tempo there as well. Wish. Ooh!
Just gotta hunt one more monster.
The plot
How hard
thickens.
could it be?
Professor, don't let me down.
Under my tutelage, even
Good
you
game.
can master
Oh, that Magecraft is clutch. That's so clutch. Oh my god. Wow. I would have liked to have played that match out, but I think we were definitely getting the advantage there. The Lithoform, copying the Kaya minus, is really, really good. And then Professor Onyx with that Magecraft is fantastic, right? So we make out like a bandit. Unfortunately, you know, they're 2 snowlands back, so the Faceless Haven we don't even have to worry about, right? Deadly. On the draw, hand is like fairly decent. It's as good as it gets, let's be honest. As far as turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 ramping goes, if we don't have the Emergent. The Emergent can be replaced by Shambling Ghast and the Dispute, and then you get a little bit of an advantage. Obviously, because it's 2 cards instead of 1, but it's a little harder to string together, right? So we've got a great opening hand. Let's see how we can compete here. Wow, okay. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. Geist is decent. We could just kill it right now, and I think we should. Right, we're still ramping, and like we might not get an option to kill this thing later on, so let's take it now. Pass turn. Another, okay. Me too. Ghast in play. Sequence beside it. Grab that white source. Pass turn. End turn. Whatever, same thing, right? Circle on the plains. You dog. You dog. Well, I've got another one, so take that. Let's festival it out. Grab a swamp. Book can go. We just want Kaya to begin with. I mean, of course, Book does kind of find Kaya, but in the wrong way. We hit for 1, they won't block. Obviously, you know, but you guys know why. I mean, the gas dies, it does -1/-1 to the Geist there. Well, they're bricking, which is not ever great. Vorinclex out. 1 attack. And I'm gonna say if they don't have Exile, we win. But they may just take Vorinclex here, right? I know how it feels. I've bricked before, but I still take the win. Going first with a slow hand, but, you know, this is a green source. Dig goes out. We're just grabbing a second black source, right? Really simple stuff here. Basic. And then, you know, Meat Hook is an option. First and foremost, that's what we would like to acquire. We have ramp on 3. Perfect. That's going to find us a white source. You know, we're casting this on 3. We're casting it again on 4. Dealing 2 damage to the scry. Ooh. Life gain through the Professor. Also through the Celestus. Land out. Path for plains. Beautiful. We could hook for 2 if we need at any point during this process. And I think it's coming up. Play another creature. Play one more creature. Come on. Come on. Okay. Green. Oh, it transforms to 3/3. No, we need to land off the top. We get it. We get it. We get it. Hook for 3. That just is going to help us survive a little bit. Throws us up to 14. Another Chandler. No haste, though, right? I think that's the advantage we want, and we just take it. So they'll kill Kaya, but we've got a second copy.
Death is inevitable.
And we're burning through their hand, right? So if they use removal on Kaya, now it's basically the creature that's gone, the removal's gone, and now Kaya's gone, which is an odd way to think of it, but a 2-for-1. That's why Planeswalkers are sometimes so powerful, and it is a 2-for-1. Well, no, they transform, but it doesn't matter. For a second there, I thought it was damage we were doing. It's like, no. Bloodthirsty cannot kick itself. Hit for 2 down to 12. Land out. And that's 6. They would need another land to activate. Really don't want to lose the Professor. Let's just keep forcing it. Maybe we get another 2-for-1.
If you want a job done right,
I really want to get into that Magecraft,
you go.
but I want to make sure we do our best to get there. Oh, they got the land. That's good. Okay, shoot. The last thing we needed.
Whatever. I'll bounce back.
Can she survive? They're gonna hit for 4-5 damage. She might just die. Gassed out. With the ramp. Another black source. Maybe we take a second white source at some point here. Past turn, we chump block the den. We kill a 1/1. Or do we just kill... I just kill the den. Right, 'cause that's what's giving us trouble. Right? Beautiful. Professor with the gassed.
Won't be given a second chance. I'll make my own.
Ooh, it could be a mistake. 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 I mean, Kaya's great. That's kind of the angle we're looking for here, and Kaya can bring the rest back from the grave.
Something useful.
4 mana, 3 in hand, 2 in play. The hook is our saving grace. If we can get Professor, that's really cool.
That's another
Okay, so
demand.
there's 3 damage. There's 2 damage.
I need answers, not more problems.
Alright, and there's that last damage. But we do deal with everything they've got.
I tried to fix things.
Right? We're going to minus on this. It is what it is. I know. Okay. We're surviving. Now we're ramping. Let's grab another plains here. Just really thinning our library of this land. Shock to our dome, down to 9. Land. Ha! Oh, it's a den, though. You dog. Festival. Got a green source. Field of Ruin. Ah, dang. Guess that stays. That's so bad. We played a land this turn? Yes. Sequence out. Oh, but we shuffle here. I messed that up. Whoops. Right, this is... We kind of screwed the pooch. We're taking 4 damage now because of that. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. We can still come back through this. Right? This is still a match somehow. Hit for 2. Dispute it. They lose 1 life. The draw. Gassed in play. Kaya out. Kaya plus on the gas.
Wow, you're not lacking for spirit.
End turn. Oh man, this is not good. We're so close to dead. We'll have to chump block the den. We sack it, the spirit comes out. I minus on their creature. We gain life as it dies. Up to 6. We draw 2, make a treasure. And then, let's see if they attack Kaya or us. Stop the bulk. Right, what if they draw a burn spell? They're down to 13. This is close. Gassed out. Plus on the gassed.
Here, let me help.
Land in play. In our library. Just keep thinning, right? Sequence goes. LOL. Woo! I think we are gonna die. I think we dead. Oh no, we get it. Kai emblem goes out, and that's really all we need. Whew, that was close. Going first, 3 land, 1 of each color. Turn 3 ramp. You know, turn 4 ramp as well, but potentially, you know, some really nice ramp if we can get a treasure here. I'm gonna try to get it. Ooh, champion's so good. Just hang back, right? That way we've always got a blocker. Zombies are strong. Another champion. Oh my gosh. Plus the land. Path out. Leave everything we need, really. Doesn't matter. No attack. We need a dig and a meat hook, like, now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Well, I want to play Kaya next turn. That hurts. And we're no longer blocking.
There's no job too tough for me to have.
Let's just, you know,
That
deal
was an
with
easy
what you
job.
can when you can. We're in top deck mode, which is pretty brutal, but... Maybe they hand hunt some more. One zombie's got decay, so, you know, it's gonna go. Ooh, that's the best zombie. That's the best zombie you could have. We just lose it in our blocks. It's sad, but whatever.
Involved with locals.
The decay with the Arc Ghoul, so good. Basically a draw. If it's a zombie. Ooh. Don't mind if I do, Hugh. Don't mind if I do. Let's attack. They won't block because they don't want to lose it. And then we hook for 3, baby. Make the treasure. Gain some Lizive, but they get to draw here, and you know, that's not great. The Horde. Oh. Wow. Okay, that's not great. Exiling from our graveyard. You know, they should go for that path, at least. Which is very good to take. And they take a Kaya as well. Very, very, very good. And we're left with, like, not a lot. Keep this as a fake out card, I guess. Pass turn. Looking for dig. Ooh. That's a problem. Still mitigate the damage. They get the draw though, which kind of sucks. They would have had it anyways. Another Horde. Well, we definitely need a dig to meat hook. Or just straight to our meat hook, I guess. Right? Straight to our meat hook, please. They're being semi-conservative here because they don't want to lose the opportunist, and I get that. It's a very good card, keeps them going turn after turn. We stop the damage at least, gaining 1 life, taking 2 damage in total. They get the draw. So many land. Oh gosh. I'll allow it. I will definitely allow that. Oh, that's good. Is that lethal? It is. That's 10, 14, 15 damage. They did the math. Dang it. They almost didn't do the math, man. They almost didn't do the math. We were so close. So close. Good game. Going first with a lot of ramp. Man, this hand is so jank, let's be honest. What are you doing here, son? Never mind, Dad. Leave me alone. Playing with my emergency goods. Guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, Path is gonna find whatever we want also. So, I mean, doesn't matter. But if they're gonna remove a card, you know, it should be a Plains. They go with their Sculptor. Land and tapped with the Path. We have a green, 2 blacks. Let's take a second forest. This is a green and blue Plains. Nice. Okay, so they're playing for 4. Mono green's so good. Like, I don't know how we beat this. Oh, and into an immediate oddity. Fair and playable. We grabbed a land there. That would have been cool. Let's path. Or forest. I guess we should grab a Plains at a certain point too here in case they kill this one in play. No attacks. We're close. The thing is we have to like top deck a Kaya and also survive. Because Warnclex might die as it enters. It could be, you know, like an Inscription, double Blizzard Brawl, combo of the 2. Yikes. Wow. No blocks, down to 8. That's incredible. We're not making it out of this. Especially if they have some form of removal. I mean, dropping Unnatural Growth on turn 5 is like pretty good, I guess. Right? Especially when you turn 3 to your Oddity or turn 4 it. I think it was a turn 3. Right? So our opponent has done, you know, exceedingly well. I don't expect to make it out of this, but again, top deck a Kaya. Maybe things work out in our favor. Certainly would be nice, but unlikely. And that's why Dig is such a valuable card, right? They have a fight effect. No? Okay, so we do get the removal on it. Interesting. I mean, it's not great, and they could protect it here. Do they? The ultimate con? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Nice. That was really good. Okay, so this is still a match somehow. Second main phase, 4 cards in hand, 3 available mana. 4 available mana with the Sculptor. So, they've got some stuff going on. It's gonna be a 5/5, so, you know... Ooh. We should have taken the damage. We just punted. 100% we just punted this game. But if we would have taken the damage, they would have had the snakeskin here. And they may have another. Really? Back-to-back skins, baby. Let's go. That's game. Matt, that was really good play line. They couldn't be any better. Holy Toledo's. Turbo Kaya is a very gimmicky deck. I think we could make it more consistent with removal, but then it's taking away from some of the ramp, which is really just such a key component to the build. Just outpacing your opponent by leaps and bounds, and it's like, wow, okay, you've got a Kaya emblem. No matter what I do, I have to face that Planeswalker every single turn, plus other stuff, and, you know, it's only going to be a matter of time until you dig up Professor Onyx, and then you just Magecraft them to the grave, right? So, really cool build. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and it is card of the day as we work our way out of the video. Skyclave Apparition. This is a holographic 3-mana 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to one target non-token, non-land permanent your opponent controls with mana value 4 or less. When it leaves the battlefield, they're going to get an X, a blue illusion creature token, where X is equal to that card's converted mana value, which is pretty cool. And what a staple in mono white aggro or Milky Smooth. A beautiful card. Sleeves brought to us today by Tiny Shield. 50% off in the link tree if you want. Lots of other cool stuff there. Also for the little Snoop skis in you. And of course, I hope you enjoyed. More importantly, have a magical day, and we'll see you soon in the next.